Hey everyone, what's up? Doom Dark Ages has released. Everybody is playing on whatever device they could play it on, and I know a lot of people out there want to run it on handheld, and we're being told right now that it won't run on handheld, or at least it won't run well. So I'm going to show you guys one workaround that you could use should you want to run it on your handheld, because there are different ways to get the same result. So with me today, I have a Steam Deck, which is here, and I have a Legion Go, which is behind. I did play it on my Legion Go last night. So to give you a quick idea of what I used, first of all, both devices are running on the Steam operating system, not bad not anything like that. Both devices are running natively through Steam OS. The other thing that I used, which I would highly recommend, especially if you have Game Pass, is this app over here, XP Play. You can get it from the Steam store. It'll cost you about $6 or $7 US dollars. And if you don't want to pay that, sure, you can also go out and get green light. But the one thing that I do like about XP Play is, one, not only do you have access to your Xbox if you already have one, you also have access to your cloud library. It runs very well. Setup is easy, but the biggest thing is, for whatever games you want to play, you can also add it to your Steam library, noted by the icon. So that's really helpful. That way, when you go to start your game up, you don't have to go all the way in. So, how does it run? I ran Doom last night on the go. Ran pretty well, didn't have any crashes or hitches. And I decided to do this video because, again, like I said, I wanted to show you all that there are workarounds to things if you really want to play this game. So I'm going to show you how to do it through the XP Play. So main thing is this. Why does it work? It works because instead of you putting it natively on your hardware, you're playing the game through cloud gaming. So in essence, you are streaming the game. And for me, like I said, it works. I do live in an area where I have good Wi-Fi nearly at all times. I could get on and play for hours. I don't have any hiccups or anything like that. It also saves on battery life. And I know for some people, they might not have like dedicated Wi-Fi, or the Wi-Fi is spotty. If you live in one of those areas, I'm sorry, it just may not work the way you want it to work. But for me, streaming it through the cloud, it runs pretty well. So let me go and give you a quick demonstration. So I'm going to run it through the Steam Deck first. And I may have to move it so that way I can log into my account. Oh, look, there it is. So yeah, give me 1 second. All right. And don't worry, I'll put the overlays up in a minute, because I know there's a couple of you FPS junkies out there that want to know, well, how smoothly does it run? And like I said, for me, it runs pretty darn well. And actually, let's see, yeah, you can see a little tiny number up there, that's my overlay, but let's give you all the full Monty, shall we? Now, if it was smart, I should be running this from my cloud save as well. And so, not to spoil the game for those of you that haven't played yet, I'm actually going to start from the first chapter. Skip all of this. All right, so here we are. And as you can see, it starts off around 50. see it's holding up around a good 50, 60 frames per second. Let's get into a nice crowded area and let's try it. Notice it dropped quickly down to 49 frames per second when I did that little shield bash. But other than that, it holds up pretty darn well. And like I said, this is a plus to me by streaming the game, is you're not using resources, you're not really burning up your battery. It just plays. It just plays. So this is running on the Steam Deck. So what I'm going to do, let me exit here. And then I'm going to run this through, quit the game. I'm going to run this also through the Legion Go, which you should get the same performance, right? So let's see, do you get the same performance? Same thing, it's going to ask me to sign in a second. And notice how seamless it is. It just puts you into the game. Yeah, I'm already signed in. That's even bigger benefit. So let's throw that up there. Now, mind you, the resolution's a little more set because of the larger screen. But that's another benefit to having a device that runs through the cloud, is that it automatically sets itself for your screen's resolution. And again, you're not really burning battery. Now, you might experience some frame rate drops when you get to some larger and more intense areas and stuff. But like I said, I know a lot of people out there haven't played this yet, so I didn't want to go any further into level 1 because there are a few parts that do get a little heavier, but I don't want to spoil the game. So yeah, I went through the same area that I just went through, and this is literally like right near the start of the game, so it's not spoiling anything. And as you can see, it's also still holding at that 60 frames per second. So we go to the same field, and it's still holding up very well. Very few drops. Actually, I think the frame rate held up better on here than it did on the Steam Deck. But either way, you're still getting 60 frames per second, and it runs smooth like butter, in my opinion, anyway. So that's it. Like I said, I definitely would recommend, if you don't want to have to tinker around with trying to install it and playing around with your drivers and all that, go ahead and get XB Play. The benefit is that, for the $6 or $7 that you would have to pay to get the app just runs. You put it on there, you find your games in your cloud that you want to play, make a little icon for it that comes up, play the game. Enjoy it. And I'm sure that eventually there are going to be some drivers and workarounds that are going to come out that's going to help Doom Dark Ages run natively on your devices, be it an ROG Ally Extreme, whatever devices you got. And I'm sure those of you out there that got the Aya Neos and all that, you guys are probably not even having a problem. But for those of us that may face problems on these older devices, XB Play and Greenlight is going to be the way you want to go to stream Doom the Dark Ages. So I'm having fun with it. That's all that really matters. But for those of you that want to know if there's a workaround or something that works, this is it. This is one of the definitive ways to get it working and working properly. So other than that, if you got questions, drop them down in the comments. And I'll see you on the other side.